Let's get these totes of holiday decorations where they belong. First, let's add the latest thrift store haul. All the holiday items were half off, and I couldn't pass up a solid opportunity to add to my collection of vintage Christmas pieces. Of course, before finishing this task, I had already started adding the Valentine's Day stuff to the mantle, but I'll save that for a separate video. Those two vintage cards will most certainly be the first two I mail out next year. I love everything about them. These Cupid dolls came with handmade outfits, and I think they will look cute on the mantle next year. When I first saw this set of salt and pepper shakers, I thought Mrs. Claus was missing and they were just passing off two salt shakers as a set, but one is for salt and one is for pepper, so we all learned something about Santa today. I really liked this wired ribbon to use over a plain wrapping paper, so that was a yes. This actually wasn't a holiday themed item, but I am excited about it because I've started a collection of colorful vases to line them up in my kitchen in a Roy G. Biv pattern. So far, I have orange and yellow, so I was excited to find a blue one that fits the vibe. This was an immediate yes. It's a 1990 McDonald's Rescuers Down Under ornament of Bernard. I was 7 that year, and this is one of my favorite movies, so now I will definitely need to track down Miss Bianca. I've always loved vintage classroom cutouts, so of course I had to grab these 3 holiday-themed ones: a Santa in his sleigh, a birdhouse, and a snowman. This little handmade cloth strawberry ornament was only 13 cents, so obviously I had to grab that. My handle is Strawberry Road. These 2 bows came from 2 different stores that were both doing half-off holiday items, and I didn't realize they were the same brand until I filmed this clip. I like it when there are little coincidences like that. This needlepoint on the plastic grid is a mini firewood holder ornament. It was 25 cents, and I think it will be cute in the IKEA dollhouse next year. That's actually in the background of this video. Maybe I'll add a little fireplace to it too. This plastic bow will be great for either an outdoor decoration or a big gift next year. I thought this ornament would make a nice embellishment when wrapping a gift. It doesn't appear to be vintage, but I liked it anyway. These 2 spools of ribbon were both hard yeses. In fact, now that everything is packed away in the garage, I will probably pull these back out to use for wrapping birthday gifts well before next year. Anytime vintage ribbon is available, I grab that first while wrapping a gift. Over the years, it has become increasingly challenging for me to find vintage hand towels with fringe, but I do often come across this size. These are called finger towels, and for 38 cents each, I couldn't say no. This brighter green one is the Martex brand, and this darker green one is the Canon brand. They will be great to layer over a red or a white towel next year in the bathroom or the kitchen. The last thrift store find was this poinsettia table runner. It was $2.25 and will definitely be used in multiple ways for years to come. The good news is I will forget a lot of these finds exist, so it will be a nice surprise when I go to decorate for the holidays in November. My mother-in-law gifted me this Santa boot, and while I love it, the flocking is shedding, so I am going to ditch the faux greenery she added to it and plan to thrift some mid-century plastic poinsettias or something similar. She loves to thrift as well, so that should double our chances of finding the perfect pieces to add to the boot. Okay, I feel better about storing this now. I added all the latest thrift finds to the tote with extra room and made sure to leave the tags on the textiles to remind myself to soak them in OxyClean and wash them when I unpack the tote in November. Out in the garage, I realized I forgot to include some items we set aside to turn into ornaments but never got around to making. If I'm still doing the recycling bin series toward the end of the year, I will turn that into a video. It is always really satisfying to place the totes on the shelves in the garage. The house always feels a little bigger once it's all packed away. Come back for the next few videos as I set up the mantle for Valentine's Day. It needs some more attention. I still need to glue the crooked E, add gumballs to the little gumball machine, and hang this macrame table from the ceiling.